This trick I came up with when I first started doing magic about 30 years ago. A guy was selling these dogs in the street. He had a blanket and he put the dogs on the blanket. It was for $1. So I bought the dog and then I had to figure out how to use it, so I came up with this trick. So this is a Farvel the Marvel original. This is the trick everybody likes to see. And Farvel never misses. He's great. This is how I got my reputation of not only being a good magician, but a little bit of a wacko.
What's your name? Robert. Nice to meet you, Robert. How do you know you're a rotten kid? His mom told him. How do you like that? Robert, we're going to do the rotten kid illusion. Will you stand in front of me, facing the audience? 1, 2, 3.
I always liked that I came from Brooklyn. I think growing up there was good for me. Had tons of friends. Everybody had young kids. We used to play all kind of games right on the street. Ringalivio, Johnny on a Pony, Kick it a Can. Came home from school rather than do the homework. All the kids would run out to play. I lived at 588. And your Grandma Gloria lived directly opposite me at 587. How I became interested in magic is another story. When I was in junior high school, I took out a book in the library. Houdini's Life and Magic was the title of the book. I couldn't put it down. So I read the life story of Harry Houdini. The second half of the book was on his magic. And that intrigued me. But my father was very influential, and he insisted all the boys go into the furniture business with him. He was a very good provider, and he wanted that for his children. And then when I became of working age, I had a business and a trade. So it was really very easy for me because my father did a good job. Okay? Then stick your finger in anywhere you want in this deck. All right, now look at that card and remember it. It's very important that you remember the card, otherwise there's no trick.
Okay.
You remember the card, put it back, and then we bury the card, we mix them up again. Now somewhere in this deck of cards is your card. Raised a nice family, starting with your Uncle Freddie, and then your mother, and then Aunt Carol. All three kids have made us proud. Furniture business was a good business to our family. I was involved with the advertising. I was involved with purchasing. And I preferred that to actually selling customers in the store. By the time you get through with the things you have to do and want to do, that's it. You got another day in the books. After being married for several years and coming home 10 o'clock at night every day from the retail business, Gloria said, "Why don't you do something? You know, every night you come home, you have dinner, you go to sleep, you watch the news, go to sleep. Why don't you do something that you're interested in?"
I can't tell you how proud I am to introduce our very first act, Farvel the Marvel.
It was very good for me all these years. I did some performing, I did some creating.
I blow my whistle once like this. You start the machinery going.
You feel you accomplished something, I guess the same. Somebody makes a nice painting or a nice sculpture. And if they laugh, I feel that I'm successful. And it makes me feel good. And it's nice when you can make people laugh. So that was the best time for me. And I was creating my own tricks.
I have to make an announcement. The security asked me to make this announcement. I'm about to take off my bathrobe. No, the last time we had a lot of trouble. The announcement is, the women in the audience, please do not go berserk. Because I have to get completely naked for this. It does not work on clothing.
Never made the big time, but always was happy with what I was doing. If I had to do over, I would have broken away from my business to pursue a career in magic. But I just kept at my level and enjoyed both lives. One of raising my family and one of pursuing my magic. Farvel, he don't know one card from the other. But if he smells your card, he will never forget it. We'll work with that pile. Now we're going to set these cards, those are too many cards, but we'll put one down, one up, one down, one up, one down, one up. Grandma Gloria had cancer and had a couple of bad years and passed away. So Ruthie was a widow, and I was a widower. So we put two and two together. Before long, we felt it's appropriate to get married.
Just Farvel and me. Just Farvel and me. Just Farvel and me. Now we're going to sing it backwards for you. 3, 2, and a 1. Just Farvel and me.
Closest to the girl is the card that he selects. So let's see how he does. Are you through, Farvel? It looks like you selected this card. We'll check it out. Now for the first time in the history of the world, what was your card?
9 of clubs.
Did it look anything like this?
Whoa!
Did it look anything like that? So that's the trick that Farvel does. You did good, Farvel. I could walk up to anybody in the world, and say, pick a card. So, I mean, I think that's something, right?